Hello everyone, my name is Jimmy Nagata and thank you for joining me today. This presentation is a combination of my research projects exploring communication research careers. Over the past few weeks, I've designed and carried out a study that looked at how communication research is used in professional settings, what skills are most varied, and what real challenges professionals face. I conducted surveys and interviews with people working in the communication field to better understand their day-to-day responsibilities and the role that research plays in their work. Today, I will walk you through my research questions, methodology, key findings from both the quantitative and qualitative data, and finally, the conclusions and recommendations I've developed from this project. The purpose of my research was to understand how communication research actually works in real jobs, not just in theory. I wanted to explore how professionals use research to support their communication strategy and what skills they see as essential to succeed in this field. The guiding research question for this project was how is communication research conducted in professional roles and what skills are most essential for success in this field? I chose this question because I am interested in communication as a career path, and I believe that understanding the law of research can help me and as a student like me prepare more strategically for future opportunities. To answer my research questions, I use a mixed method approach that combines quantitative and qualitative data collections. First, I conducted an online survey which received 15 responses with 10 usable for analysis. The survey gave me an overview of communication habits, confidence levels, and common barriers, professional experience. Then I conducted two in-depth interviews with a professional working in the communication field and the patterns I saw in the survey. I used Google Forms for the survey and Zooms for the interviews. During each conversation, I followed a structured protocol but also allowed for natural discussion so I could get more authentic and personal insights. My data collection process happened in two stages. I began with the survey to establish some basic trends in communication practices and challenges. After that, I conducted interviews to deepen my understanding of those trends. I created and followed an interview protocol which included opening and closing statements and a series of key questions with prompts. This allowed me to keep each conversation focused while still leaving space for personal stories. One of the main challenges during this stage was scheduling interview with busy professionals. Some people didn't respond right away or needed to reschedule multiple times. To address this, I sent profile follow-up emails and offered flexible options, like answering the questions over email instead of meeting live. This approach helped increase participation. The survey result provided a clear overview of communication patterns among my participants. First, the majority of respondents reporting using digital communication platforms such as email, Zoom, Slack, or Teams on a daily basis. This aligns with what we might expect in today's professional environment. Second, most participants rated their communication confidence as medium to high. This suggests that while they generally feel comfortable, there's still room for improvement. Finally, when asked about barriers, the most common responses were time constraints and cultural or language differences. Many participants experience that communicating across different time zones or with people from different cultural backgrounds can be challenging and require extra attention and skill. The interviews helped me understand not just what people do, but why and how they do it. One major theme that emerged was the importance of soft skills, especially adaptability, quality, and messaging, and active listening. Several professionals mentioned that being flexible and open to feedback is critical in their work. When talking about message, they explain that they rely on a mix of quantitative techniques like interviews and focus groups, as well as some quantitative data analysis. This combination helps them create strategy that are both data informed and human centered. They also discuss challenges such as cultural misunderstanding in international teams, changes in communication platforms, and working under the tight timeline. One participant described how their team often has to adjust quickly to last minute challenge from clients. By integrating the survey and interview findings, I was able to get much fuller picture of communication research in professional settings. The survey identified broad trends like how often professionals communicate, what platforms they use, and what barriers they face. The interviews gave me the deepest story and reasoning behind those trends. For example, while the survey showed cultural differences as a barrier, the interview experienced how teams actually navigate those differences day to day. This combination of quantitative and qualitative methods made the research more robust, meaningful, and applicable. In conclusion, communication research is professional setting and it's both dynamic, skill driven. It's not just about gathering data, it's about applying insight to real world situations. The professional iceberg with emphasized adaptability, clear messaging, and continuous learning at the core skills that help them succeed. The barriers they face, like time constraints and cultural misunderstandings, can be reduced through targeted training, better scheduling practices, and stronger internal communication structures. This study reaffirmed that communication research is a powerful tool for organizations when paired with the right skills and strategies. Based on my findings, I have a few key recommendations. First, students and early career professionals should actively seek hands-on research experiences. Even small projects like surveys or interviews can build valuable skills. Second, it's essential to strengthen soft skills like listening, adaptability, and clear communication since they're highly valued by professionals in the field. Third, learning how to use research tools and platforms like survey software, analytics tools, or visualization platforms will make you more competent in the job market. Finally, building a strong professional network through informal interviews, mentorship, and industry events can help open doors and provide guidance. Looking back, this project has been an incredibly valuable running experience. One of the biggest challenges I faced was scheduling interviews with busy professionals. However, by using structured communications and follow-ups, I was able to successfully complete most of my planned interviews. I think one of the strengths of my approach was the interview protocol. It gave me structure but also allowed space for more personal stories, which made the data richer and more meaningful. In the future, I'd like to conduct more interviews to deepen the analysis even further and compare trends across different industries. I want to thank my interviewees for generously sharing their time and their experience, and also my instructor and classmates for their support through this project. Thank you so much for listening.